Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our second lesson, which will cover LO2 Learning Outcome 2. My name is Anjum Satar and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. If you have any question, please, if you're listening just this recording, just drop me email and I'll try my best, get back to you as soon as possible. Of course, the course which we are doing is a national diploma, and if you have any question regarding this, and we are doing management and operation unit 4. So let's, before starting our lesson, first we'll recap what we learned during our last lesson. So anybody, any thought what we learned last lesson? What do you remember from last lesson? Hello? Do you know anything, or you remember?
I remember about the management types, I think.
We discussed about management. Yes, we discussed about types of management.
The leadership.
We discussed different theories, behavior theories of management.
Yes.
We discussed about scientific
we went thoroughly about the management and the roles of leadership. Yes.
Yes, so we discussed about management and leadership role. We discussed what is the key difference between managers and leaders. We discussed about how the managers and what sort of the skills and ability required to be as a good managers. We discussed how managers can make or break organizations. And today we will go through applied role of a leader and functional manager. So that's a key, functional managers. So what's come in your mind? So let's, we'll start our discussion. Do you know what is meant by a functional manager? Hello? What do you know about functional manager? Leader always influence. So in our organization, how many departments normally we have?
Hello, yes.
Yes. Do you know the difference between functional managers and leaders? What is meant by functional manager?
I think it's the person who has authority to control or to manage something.
Brilliant. And what about the functional? Or we call functional areas.
Yeah, it's areas where do you work, like a department or something. Projects or something like that.
Brilliant. That's your functional area. So in your HR manager, yes, HR department. So HR is one of the function. Marketing is one of function. Production is one of function. Research and development, it can be one of function. Finance is one of function. So these are all called functional area. And in our organization, these are the called functional area. And in our organization, if you're a functional manager, your role is a huge, because organization can't function if you not function properly. Leader make policy, leader can influence on the overall organization, but the management can manage day-to-day tasks. So importance or introduction to performance management. If you want to be in operation, you want to improve the performance, we need to be look around. The management is attending. So if you're a manager, your job to attend. What you attend? Of organization goals an effective and efficient manner through planning, organizing, leading, controlling, and organization resources you deploy. So if you're according to the Peter Drucker, one of the great scholar, he said is also known as the guru of management. So management is a task. Management is a discipline. But the management is all about the people as well. Every achievement of management is the achievement of a manager. Every failure is a failure of manager. In hospitality industry, the role of management is essential. Coordinate task, technology, structure, people, policies, and like in a hotel environment, corporate strategies and decision-making planning. Corporate strategies normally overall organization that leaders make, but operational managers, they help to achieve those corporate objectives. System and style management interaction with internal and external environment to meet the social responsibility. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. We discussed functional areas. Then look at performance. What make performance? If you are a leader, we're supposed to be you function in a way to achieve the performance. So leadership, skill, knowledge, style, standard goals, power, based on the types of the people and the relation. We need group relation. We need a system and structures you need to be developed to be the organization work effectively to achieve and improve the performance. We need people's ability. We need people to motivate. We need a role in the jobs. We need to be manage our organization in terms of economics environment, physical environment, and technological. These are the carry-on chaining. These known as a microeconomic factor. So if you're a manager, you have to manage. If you're a leader, you have to lead. You have to influence on. So you need to make sure we influence, we achieve, you inspire. So next we're looking, if you are a manager, what your role? Management guru, as Peter Drucker, he identified the 5 key tasks as a manager. So setting objective and planning. If you're a functional, it can be functional objective. Organizing group, motivating and communicating between the stakeholders, measuring performance, developing people. If you're a manager, your job to develop the people as well. An alternative perspective, role of managers was provided by Henry Foyle, one of the great scholars as well. He said 5 key role as a manager: planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. If you are a manager, you plan where you are, where you want to be. You organize what time, when you will do, how you will do. Command, you lead, you command. Coordinate, you coordinate between different department, different functional in the organization, because you are one of functional manager in an organization. Control, you control, take the corrective action if things are not removed. So leadership style, there are the different leadership style. The most effective leader can build, create their 6, the leadership style, adopting the one that meets the needs of the moment. What the managers do, one good answer, the question come from the management guru, who divide the jobs of the managers into these 5 basic tasks. So leader is crisis. How to be a leader in crisis. Leading an organization through crisis is a huge challenge for any managers, but the leader guide them. 7 key lessons for the crisis leadership we need to look and learn. What are the common mistakes as a new managers making? So we need to really explore, and we're not going to make the mistakes. What is the difference between management and the leaders? So that's all we know. We learned in the last lesson. Yes, leaders influence. Then if we look the role of managers, the management structure of a business will vary depending on the several factors. It depends upon the size of an organization. Is a small organization, is a big organization, is a tall, is a metric, different organization structure can be a different manager's role. So senior management, what those are, it can be part of board of directors. They set the corporate objective and strategic direction organization, what they want to see in 5 years time. Board responsibility to the shareholders. Middle management is accountable to the senior management. Run business function and department. But the junior, they have a supervisory role accountable to. So there is a chain of command between each and other. So let's say if you're a manager, we said 2 plus 2 in maths, plus 2 equal to 4. But in management we'll say 2 plus 2 makes 5. If you work coordinate activities, you will reduce. So if you're a financial manager, you're supposed to be reduced. So you give the extra output by reducing the waste in the organization. That's your key role. Next, we're looking if you're a manager, you can be different roles as well. So report to director, responsible of specific department activities. Oversees budgetary control. You need to be make sure you budgetary control. So that's come the variance. Variance is a different what you said the standard, what your actual performance. And may delegate tasks to the subordinate. Managerial style can be varied. If you're a team leader, you're a leader, tasked with ensuring the team of employees work well together. So team. So that's why one of the great scholar. Anybody heard about? Anybody have a car? Ford? Hello? Ford owner. His name is Henry Ford. So he mentioned coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress and working together is a success. So in a team environment, if you're a manager, you need to promote the team activity. We work in a team and we succeed. So metric different organization structure. Team leader allocate the workload and the job between the team. Manager team resources. Focus on the quality and team motivation. It's very important motivation. So there is no motivation that we can't really sustain in our organization. Supervisor. Common role in the tall hierarchy, tall organization responsible to allocating the job. How do you delegate jobs to the low level, your supervisor? Traditional activity of supervising, checking the quality control, organizing the staff and maintain the discipline in our organization. If no discipline, can't organization sustain in the long run. Any question? Okay.
No.
Then one of the great scholars, and they said and mentioned, and Smith, he just they mention is this the leadership is a manager-centered leadership or the subordinate-centered leadership? Can be two approaches. If it's a manager-centered leadership, you're supposed to be tell. Managers make decision and tell staff about it. Managers sell decision to their staff. They say we make decision, they sell. They are good salespersons as well. Manager present ideas and invite the question from staff. The approach can be subordinate centered. So managers present problem and get suggestions from the subordinates. Manager asks group to make decisions within the limit. Manager allow team to operate an option and decide action defined by managers. Any question there?
Yeah, I have a question for you. Which one is the best, like, to lead a team after consulting them, or to be a centralized, leader? Which one is the best one, do you think?
Okay, it's depend upon the situation and depend upon the cultures. Yes, maybe in some cultures the people not really motivated to work themselves. Yes, if you're like in some people somewhere will people say no, maybe democratic is not a good style there. because people actually not follow. Of course, end of the day, is democracy is a good, but ultimately, they need to be changed mindset first. If you delegate and you don't have a control on it, so of course, the subordinate center leadership is quite good, because the first person, if you're working in a hospitality industry, your customer advisor is the best person to ask what the customer perceive. That's why, have you watched program Undercover Boss?
Yes, I did a lot. I love it actually.
Okay, great. So that's the subordinate centered leadership, yes?
Oh yeah.
So you observing the ground reality, and you just, yes, you consult them. Because sitting in an office is very easy to make a plan, but sitting and going in the reality is a different thing.
True.
Like, the lover always saying, I'll bring the star for you. Yes? But
Yeah.
after marriage, it won't be happen, huh?
True.
So it's all about. So situational leaders. Next, we discussed in the previous lesson, but we just, four style leadership are used in the situational approach. Delegating. So situational leader delegate as well. Situational leaders supporting. Situational leader have a coaching role. Situational leader directing. So leaders select the appropriate style according to the situation. Readiness level of the follower particular style of leadership. So if you're a leader, you should have a good in these style. You have a directing. You direct people, yes? You can only direct if you're a good, you have a right information, if you know well, yes, if you have a skill. Coaching, if you're like a teacher, you have a coaching skill. That's why in the program is a coaching and mentoring is very important in our organization. Yes, you have a supporting and delegating skills. Then next we look, any question about situational?
No, sir.
No, it's actually clear now. More.
Great. Then we looking the task relationship. Some in our organization can be a task relationship. Is a model defined as a descriptive model of leadership with maintain the most leadership behavior and classified as the performance maintenance or the relationship maintenance. So task is focus on the leadership is a behavioral approach with the leader focuses on the task that needs to be performed in order to meet the certain goals or achieve the certain performance standard. So like, in a lot of discussion happening here as well in Germany, there normally is a four 4 day in a week, the working days instead of 5 days. But they give the task oriented approach. You have to complete the task. Yes, you go instead of you work a lot. Then next is the relationship oriented. What is the relationship mean? The relationship focus leadership is a behavior approach. The leaders focuses on the satisfaction, motivation, general well-being as a team members. Does it make sense? Yes, any question?
Not right now, sir.
Great. Okay, task-oriented and relationship-oriented leadership are two models that often compared as they known to produce varying outcome under different circumstances. So you can be a task-oriented, sometimes you can be a relationship-oriented, yes? If you're just a task-oriented, maybe the problem in the quality of the product, yes? Task is completed quickly, but the quality is poor. How if like, working in a hospitality industry, if the first like a customer advisor is not satisfied from the role, how he or she will satisfy to clients? So next we look quality of task oriented leaders. Task oriented focus on getting necessary tasks, a series of tasks in hand in order to achieve the goals. Leaders are typically less concerned with the idea of creating that implies, more concern finding step-by-step solution to meet the goal. Their objective is a goal task. So they're looking, put the structure in place, plan, organize, monitor performance within a team. Advantages, task oriented, ensure the deadline be met. Because a lot of company, if you don't meet the deadline, can be a penalty from because they have a contractually agreement. So however, the task oriented leader don't tend to think much about the team well-being. They focus just on performance. Like in the lot of, in previous era, industrialized country, they only focus industries and the productivity. They're not used to be focused on the welfare. But now is a welfare organization. You behave because the people have many jobs, they can rotate it. Depends, yes?
True.
Okay, task-oriented and relationship-oriented. Emphasis of work facilitation, focus on the structure and the role and the task. Low if you're looking the task and what is the key difference. Emphasis on the work, focus on the structure, produce the desired result. Emphasis on the goal setting and clear plan. And they are strict with the schedule and they're supposed to be, and it can be punishment, it can be incentive. Relationship, emphasis on interactions, focus on the relationship well-being, foster positive relationship is a priority, emphasis on the team member and communication facilitation. Yes, these are the key things. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, next we're looking chaos theories. As the word indicates, so just the management should place the more emphasis on adaptability, initiatives, and entrepreneurial creativity to cope with the future that is inherent unknowable. Of course, we don't know what will be happen. So the management theory and the chaos theory, two seemingly is a competing theories. Each management theory has the objective to explaining how manager can be best utilize and control the resources. So you learn about the lean management as well. Yes, lean. So manager is focused on the lean. So reducing the waste. Yes, increasing the productivity. Assembly line, purchasing material, people accomplish organization mission. But on the other hand, the theory can be applied in the many field of study, including management. So just even predictable situation are the processes as the primary determinant of the outcome. Understand that both these theories is important as a leader the companies understand. There should be high salaries managers that believe be effective, or will they wasting their money because chaos will cause inefficiency in production and organization behavior that even the best leader can't be stopped. So is in different like a crisis management, yes? Are the crisis managers? Yes, in crisis, how you manage it. Then next we looking the systems theory. Is a different interdisciplinary study of system. A system is cohesive, always, basically interaction, interdisciplinary part that either neutral or the man-made or every system have some can be a drawbacks as well. We need to be look around the surrounded and influenced by the environment, desired by its structure and the purpose and the nature and expressed in the functioning. In terms of effect, a system can be more than the sum of its parts. So synergy, we discussed synergy means 2 plus 2 makes 5, not 4. So you develop a system in our organization when organization have more coordination. So your system is always you're looking to improving systems, yes? Because you have a constraint in terms of the time, in terms of the resources. So within a time, within a resource, how effectively you will be delivered. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, because today's lesson was a bit shorter this your learning outcome. How situation affect the leaders and functional. We discussed different situations and leader can help, situational leader. We discuss situation leadership system, theories, and interlink with the oriented approaches. And we discuss about chaos management and bio-objective. Do we know bio-objective? Have you ever heard about management, MBO?
Yeah.
MBO, management by objective. Yes?
I never heard it, to be honest.
You heard a lot?
No, I don't think so that I heard it before. I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe
So
I did, maybe a long time ago.
Maybe long time ago. We becoming a bit older as well. Yes. So we learn about MBO.
Personal management techniques.
It's a management technique. You set every goal you set by objective. Yes. It's called MBO approach. Huh? Is management by objective. So is management by objective.
Down. Yeah.
Yes. It's, I mean, you set your own objective. Yes. And you manage.
Yeah.
Every goal. We call, anybody heard about ISO?
Yeah, we did. ISO is like quality certification, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We always set SOPs. SOPs is a standard operating procedures. Yes.
Procedure. Yes.
Yeah.
So we set each role, MBOs. Each role have some objective. Yes. And the objective need to be, we discuss, it need to be SMART. Yes. So MBO, management by objective. So we need to be managed. We need to set the objective and we need to be managed. Yes. All this MBO's approach. In the next lesson, we'll try to be apply these theories into different cases. Huh? So we look more cases because our next LOs, which we'll go through LO3, we demonstrate about quality. Yes. TQM, just in time, continuous development. Yes. Maybe you already heard about capacity management, finished goods, logistic inventory.
Yes,
and
we
then
do, because I work on them.
you work on them. Okay, great. So
Yeah.
that's good. So contemporary. So all your two learning outcome, which will look in the shape of within an organization, really. You know, we'll use different cases like Pearson, enterprise, car, and various service and as well as hospitality organizations. Huh? We'll use these concepts to apply and look in detail, huh? Because you can add, examples in your assignments as well. Any question?
No, sir.
So today lesson we learn about apply the role of leader and the function of a manager in a given task. It can be given task in an organization, hospitality industries, or various industries. So in the next lesson, we'll move to the LO3 and then we'll try in the next lesson because we develop our basic understanding and now we apply in different theories into organization context. Any question?
No, thanks.
No.
Okay. We have a strong belief, KISS, yes? Yes, we have a strong belief. KISS, keep it short and simple. Yes.
Yes.
So we are keeping it short and simple. So well then, thanks for attending. If you have any question, please drop me email. So today we completed our LO2 and next lesson we'll go through LO3. If you have in the meanwhile any question, drop me email. I'll upload these and I'll try to be upload the management and operation book so you can go through some case studies as well.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice time. Hope so we'll speak you all.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.